friends, MD Vegan. I make a nice lettuce today, and it is almost only lettuce. That's the main ingredient. I have some byplay here, but the dressing, of course, is important. Lettuce has a slightly bitter flavor. It's little flavor only, and still very healthy. High enzymes and fiber and water, vitamins, but it should be eaten as fresh as possible. And so the dressing should also be not too heavy, because lettuce is gentle. Yeah, leaves, green leaves are only tender. So dressing has to be at the same time a little bit sour or sweet sour. And the sour is very important to make the lettuce flavor be still present and to carry the flavor of the dressing. I once tried dressing with a salad without sour. That didn't really work. I could eat the salad, but I thought it would be nice to have some sour flavor as usual. Other salads can do without. This one, I guess, not so much. Here, at least, this kind of dressing, where I have sesame seed and a lemon as a base, you see. Yeah, a third of a cup of sesame seeds and half a lemon. Yeah, just the whole lemon without the peel. That is okay. For half of the whole lemon. And pepper and salt. Here, standard, very easy standard dressing ingredients. Pepper and salt. Here I have Himalayan salt and Cali cherry black pepper. That's a very special pepper. I like it. Any black pepper would do. So Himalayan salt. You can take any salt, of course. Himalayan is my favorite because a lot of minerals in there. It's a rich and complete salt, very clean and pure, but it's a little bit more expensive. But I don't take that much salt, so it's okay. And here, very important to me personally, coconut milk. You'll find the link how to make it under the video. And I prefer here coconut milk to water, because you can take water, but the coconut milk makes it a little bit creamier. Yeah, a very creamy flavor, because especially this salad, the lettuce is very nice together with the cream dressing. Yeah, has to be a light cream, of course. I know that from former times, my aunties, they made a wonderful green salad, almost green only, but they have this wonderful cream dressing. And I have made already different cream dressings. With cashew, for example, is perfect for cream. But today I make a coconut milk with sesame seeds. That's the main base. So I need a little bit of coconut milk because it has to be runny, not too hard and firm. I begin with a cup maybe. I can always add a little bit later. So very simple base, coconut milk and sesame seed, lemon, pepper and salt. Blender dance. Let's taste it. Check the texture and the flavor. Looks nice, yeah. Texture is pretty okay. Let's taste it. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit different from the cashew cream. The sesame seed makes it a little bit more earth-like. The cashew seeds are more sweet, so more like a regular cream, or I say now irregular cream from the animals. My auntie always had animal products, of course. We all had in the family. It's a bad story, but who not, honestly, yeah. So many decades ago. Now everybody has plant cream, and the cashews are a little bit more like what we used to taste. It's a little bit sweeter, and the sesame seeds are more earth-like. So a little bit, a little bit more minerals in there. Lots of iron and calcium in the sesame seeds. One of my favorite base for dressings. can be used, can be very, very versatile. Many ingredients, many recipes go with sesame seed. You can also take tahini if you want. It's a little bit different, but almost only sesame seeds. They are ground, sometimes roasted. I just have the pure sesame seeds as very easy. And it's a little bit more inexpensive. So, salad bowl, and main ingredient, as I said, lettuce. Here, this is a whole head, not a whole head, a small head, I would say. And I washed it, and I dried it in a spinner, so to make the dressing work. I have the single leaves here. I just tear them apart, like this, and I could do the whole, even bigger head of lettuce if I want to have a main with it. Or I can use the lettuce as a wonderful starter, or even as a side dish. Yeah. Lettuce in France, for example, I know they have huge lettuces in front of as a first meal, and then you eat the lettuce or the salads, and then you put it away. The next step comes, and so they have meal after meal and take a lot of time for their meals. And French, they love eating, and we know that. But lettuce can be used in very, very different ways. For example, I like these huge salads as a main. So this is here my lettuce. See, it's a lot, but it's very light, yeah. It's very fresh. Eating a lettuce like that is like taking a deep breath with the whole body. It goes into every cell. Very nice. Never underestimate the wonderful benefits of lettuce. I have here some tomatoes to make it nice. And here some cut tomatoes, they are very tasty always, and some chives. Yeah, that's very nice with lettuce together. Chives also very nice with cream together. Chives and cream is a classic. Chives are a little bit like onion. Cream balances onion, so perfect. And they also go nice with tomatoes. Yeah, perfect. They are full of water, the tomatoes, and go very nice with lettuce or even with onions. Comes later. So I have a lot of chives here, a whole bunch, and some only, a little bit onion, maybe half an onion. That's so nice together with lettuce. I chop the onion in small pieces and I put it over as a topping, and now I go back to my dressing. So I have to taste it once again because, as I said, the sesame seeds have been not been soaked, so they can soak a little bit while sitting, and yes, they are a little bit thicker now. I will add a little bit more of milk, a little bit more, and then at the same time they will also be a little bit more creamier, because the second blending after a short sitting then really makes it smooth. So I guess now it's perfect. Looks very nice. I'll show you. Yummy. Yeah. The salad. All the wonderful fresh ingredients. Now you see the cream. Not too much. I can leave a little bit for the next salad in a sealed container, and that's what I have today. I hope you enjoy. You can give me a thumbs up if you like, and subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube, so you have another recipe every single day. And you will notice if you follow my recipes and my videos daily, the recipes are changing. I have, in general, that's a very rule by thumb, it's not always the same, but I have changing sweet and savory recipes with fruit and with vegetable mainly. This is the vegetable one, and with the savory ones, I have, for example, salads, lettuces, different kinds. Then the next time I will have maybe vegetable noodles, veggie noodles, or then I may have a cauliflower rice or something like that. You know, it can also change in the savory dishes. And Same is happening in the sweet dishes, which I prefer for breakfast mostly, or at night also. That can also change. But you see, the variety comes also with the food categories. Yeah, I always rotate the food categories a little bit in a systematic way to have a more greater variety, and that also is a very important step to make the food healthy. Healthy means also diverse, so all the time as many as possible different ingredients to incorporate, from herbs and spices to greens and fruit and nuts and seeds. Everything should be there in the most variety that possible. Of course, has to be available too, so seasonable is a little bit nicer, because mainly because of the quality of the food is nice when you have it in season. It can have, for example, there are tropical fruit that are in certain times of the year in season. For example, I remember certain fruit that have been in season in autumn. Yeah, all the time now I used in autumn this kind of fruit. So they are not here local, but they are seasonal, so that they taste better, and they even here they are more expensive. So that's all kind of tricks for me, which allow me to have a greater variety in the food, and that, after all, is maybe the most important thing to me personally, after being vegan, of course, and being whole food. Yeah. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you soon.